Breaking the alpha myth. Why true power has never been dominance, but alignment. We've been fed a lie. The top of the food chain is not the well-known alpha, the loudest voice in the room demanding recognition, feeding off obedience. It is not the subservient beta, the ever-compliant shadow surviving by attaching worth to another's approval. It is the mysterious, the elusive, the sigma. Let's first address the alpha and its perception in society. Throughout history, the alpha has been portrayed as the pinnacle, the dominant commanding presence at the top of the chain. But the truth is the alpha was never at the top. They merely created the perception of being at the top. That perception endured, repeated through culture, tradition, and story. And yet, reality tells a different story. The world is changing. Actual power has never come from dominance, but from inner strength, from clarity, composure, and the unshakable presence of one who cannot be manipulated. The alpha depends on submission to appear strong, and without those who bend, that illusion completely collapses. Beneath that illusion lies the beta, compliant, agreeable, eager to serve, finding safety in attaching worth to another's approval. The delta, the worker, the backbone of society, steady and reliable, but resigned to a quiet life within the system. The gamma and the omega, the overlooked and the rejected. The omega mocked and disregarded. The gamma clever, yet bitter, resenting the alpha but unable to dethrone them. And the zeta, those who seek to rewrite the rules entirely, tearing down the structure through ideology or revolt. This is the framework leaders throughout history have leaned on. A cage dressed up as identity. A hierarchy built on ego, not truth. But the sigma? The sigma does not play by their game. They stand outside it, unmoved by power struggles. The alpha may challenge them, sensing a rival. The beta may resent them, seeing a freedom they cannot grasp. The delta may not understand them at all. The omega may fear them, because the sigma cannot be ridiculed or shamed into place. While history has bludgeoned people into a bloody pulp with manipulation and coercion, the sigma has stood apart, unafraid, unmoved, resilient in the face of antagonism, even when others cowered. For the sigma does not inspire fear through force. They inspire it through defiance, the quiet refusal to be broken. What others do not comprehend is that true power is not forged in manipulation. It is built through perseverance, through courageousness, and through honor. The world is tired of bullies. It no longer bows to intimidation. It listens to reason, to example, to influence that cannot be imposed, only chosen. And yet the tyrant still appears, but tyranny is not always a throne, a crown, or an empire. Sometimes it is smaller, pettier, and more insidious. It is the teacher who mocks the student to feel superior, the manager who belittles a team to soothe their own failures, the neighbor who drips venom through subtle, deliberate condescension. Tyranny is not always power. Sometimes it is simply frustration, misunderstood, unmastered, and unleashed onto others. And when that tyrant meets the sigma, they make the same mistake. They confuse silence with surrender, calm with weakness. They raise their voice, sharpen their threats, and thrust their power forward like a blade. But the sigma has always carried a sword. They simply choose not to use it. They know the tyrant's patterns. They know the cracks in their armor. They know enough to crush the ego in a single strike, but not with steel, but with truth. And so the sigma does what the tyrant fears most. They hold up the mirror. A mirror that reflects every wound, every insecurity, every pain the tyrant has tried to bury and then pin it on others. A classic scapegoats game, undone in an instant. The tyrants' roar collapses into silence. Their power dissolves not because they were destroyed, but because they were seen, exposed, unmasked. This is the rise of the Sigma. Not a rebellion, not a conquest, but a shift from power that dominates to power that liberates. It's not about being followed. This is about truly aligning your energy toward becoming the leader that you are always meant to be. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and comment on it and consider subscribing. I'll catch you in the next one.